Hello friends, this is Trish with Fun Do's, and I am back with another wig review. This is a gorgeous one. Hopefully you were able to check out my short on this one from earlier this week. This is actually Columbia by Belle Tress in the color Mocha with Cream, and this is stunning. This is my first Belle Tress piece that I own, and I am loving it. I have heard so many good things about this brand, and I was able to pick this up for a very reasonable price given the cap features that are on this beauty, and so I just had to do it. And there's a lot of reasons why I did that. It's obviously a beachy wave style with all of these curls and waves in it. So I was actually looking to somewhat replace the modern beachy style by Paula Young that I really wasn't a fan of. And I was also looking to get a color that was similar to my beloved Becky from Paula Young. And so when I saw Mocha with Cream, I'm like, oh, well, maybe that'll be like Tuscany Toast from Paula Young. Well, it's kind of similar, but this is much warmer. So this is part, and I'll show you the color comparison here in a minute, but this is part of Belle Tress's cafe collection. And so there are a lot of these styles that are inspired by coffee shops and their ingredients and their drinks and things like that. So I'm not sure if I mentioned the name of this, but this is Columbia. So there are quite a few different styles that have these beachy waves from Belle Tress. Caliente, all those other ones that are out there that are very similar, varying in length and things, varying with how the curl pattern is, but it's all part of that cafe collection. So this is described, this color is described as a dark brown root, which you can see, and that travels throughout the whole piece. And it's a blend of dark chocolate brown and cinnamon, along with milk chocolate and cool blonde and light blonde highlights. Now, I will tell you, this lighting here is not doing this piece justice. If you see my short on this piece out in the natural lighting, the colors in this are stunning. It's more of an auburny, cinnamony, milk chocolate kind of color. It is just stunning. I love this piece so much that I am thinking about getting many more of these in the same color, to be honest with you. I would be willing to look at some, shorter styles, obviously, for the summer, but this color is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I will, as long as we're on the color, I will put this up to Becky. Now, this is Becky from Paula Young in the color Tuscany Toast. And you can definitely see that Columbia is much warmer in tone. Becky is more ashy, has more ash blondes, ash browns, more of a cooler tone. So cooler and neutral, I will say. So when I spin around, I'll put that up again, and so you can see what the color differences are. So this is a higher end wig for me. It does have a lace front, which you can see there, and I'll get into that. Well, maybe I'll just talk about it now. So the knotting is done very well because this Belle Tress brings up the highlighting around the lace front to disguise the knotting. They did a great job. Other brands do that too. Raquel Welch, to help hide some of that dark knotting if you have a dark root in your wig piece. You can't see this now, but when I put this on, a couple things. I did notice that the lace is a little bit more, has a little bit more of a tone in it. It's not so much invisible or transparent, if you will. So I didn't like that. Also, with those highlights in the front, I did notice that there was a demarcation line where you saw the lace, you saw the highlighting, and then you saw the dark, almost band of where the rooting color started. And I didn't like that. So I tried to pull down some of the highlighted pieces, and I did pluck some of those darker roots away. It was very difficult to do that. You really had to get down in there. Like I said, I didn't want to take away the highlighted pieces in the front, so I did what I could. But I will say that I have added some, lighter colored foundation powder, powder foundation, if you will, to that lace, and it did help a lot too. Also, with the way I've been styling this, it does kind of naturally fall in a way that kind of more obscures that demarcation line. So I am happy about that as well. So, with these pieces, you might just have to play around with them. You might just have to let them naturally fall in the direction that they're going to fall with your style before they might start looking a little bit more natural. So it does also have a monofilament part, and I will attach a video at the end of this showing me taking this out of the box, styling it, and all that. I will also put a picture here at the top showing you what this style looks like from the website. So it does have a monofilament part. It more is in the middle. You can see down into the rooting space here, and it makes it look a little bit more like scalp. As I said, it's more in the middle here. It does have a good amount of space, maybe about that much, where you could part it anyway. This piece does want to fall to part on my right-hand side. I usually part my pieces on the left. Let's do that. I will put that over. I've been wearing this for a week now since I did the review, or since I did my my short. And so this is now kind of set in its position, if you will. But so there, you can see down into the mono part here. I won't go all the way back on that, and maybe you can see. So a lot of times where these styles, they come out of the box in a certain style, in a certain way, right? And that could be in a center part, that could be off to the right or the left, right? Well, if you have a mono part or a mono top, that has a good amount of room, you can part that on either side. But you might have to train that still because of how the manufacturer has put that wig together, put it in the box, how long it sat around, things like that. So here you go. This piece wanted to part to the right-hand side. Now that I've had this trained and I change it, I can now flip this over to this side, and it stays a lot better than it had in the past. So I might now keep this to my preferred parting, which is on the left. So there you have it. You might just have to wait till these pieces settle a bit. And a lot of times I don't like wearing these pieces right away after I do a review, because I like to play with them a little bit more and things like that. Now this one I didn't do that. I wore this straight away because I just love this piece so much. I love the colors. And this one I'm kind of glad I did, because now I have come back to do the review, and now it's set a little bit, and it's a little bit more dirty. The fibers are a little bit more dirty. They have product on them. And now you can do some styling, and it stays, a little bit more than it did right out of the box. So let me tell you the specifications on this. So the overall length is between 7 inches and 14 inches. This is a layered style. So you're going to have some shorter layers that are 7 and longer at 14. The back is going to be 14 inches. So this is more of a mid-length, I feel. I actually think this is probably my perfect length. I don't really like really long styles. They don't look really natural on me because I've never worn a long style, but I have had shorter styles that have grown out for sure. So this is probably my perfect length and why I just love this. It looks natural on me. The sides are 10, the back is 14, and the nape is 7. So the total weight on this is 4.4 ounces, which is very light. The I feel it's a natural density. You know, I don't feel there's a lot of permatease. These curls give it some body. Yeah, there's nothing other than that slight demarcation line and this lace that's a little bit darker that I'm used to. This is like the perfect piece for me. So let me do a 360. This is the front. Side. Might be kind of wonky. I did have this piece up on the sides, and I'll show you how I had that styled. It is so cute. This piece is awesome. So these are Belle Tress's heat defiant fibers, so you can put heat to these, curl them, whatnot. Some reviewers have also said that having heat friendly fibers take a little bit more work. Some people don't like that, especially on these curlier pieces, and I can tell you that I can attest to that. I have Paula Young's Deirdre, and she is heat defiant fibers. They're Versa fibers, and just recently I had to take heat finally to her because she was looking a little frayed. The curls were getting a little bit more deconstructed, things like that. So I did take some heat to that, and I will do a video on that. I have a hot roller kit, if you will, where they're more silicone rollers that heat up, and I have taken heat to Deirdre with those. And I also purchased a curling iron that has a cooling fan on it to help set the curl as it's rolling through your hair. And I thought, wow, maybe that would be, and it has like low, medium, high setting. And I thought, wow, maybe that would be really cool for wig pieces because you'd have the heat there and the cooling fan would be on there to kind of set the curl right away and maybe wouldn't damage the fiber so much. So I did use that on her as well, and it looks way better than it did. I put water on it. I used some heat protectant spray and put some curls in it, and it is like night and day different. I hadn't done that in a while, and I did have to trim off some of the ends because they were a little frayed. And that's the thing you can do too. If you get a longer style like this, like I'll probably do that. Like it does, rub against your clothing, so the ends will probably start to fray. I'll probably have to take heat to this here in the next week or so. But, as long as they're longer and if the ends start to fray a little bit, just snip the ends off. Yeah, it's going to, affect the length, if you will. But if you just do little bits at a time, it'll keep your wig and your ends looking nice. So, don't be afraid to do that as well. So I purchased this recently from Patty's Pearls, and I'll attach the website down below. As I said, this is more of a higher end piece for me with the fact that it's got a lace front and mono part. So let me see what I paid for this. The regular price for this is around $230, which, is pretty typical for a piece that with all these cap features. And I got this, I think it was on clearance for $138. And I was surprised, being the fact that this is a popular color with Belle Tress and popular style. And so I scooped it up right away. So with shipping, the total order came to $147. And I think that is a great price for this piece. Oh, one thing I wanted to do. So let me put this up as a comparison. We'll kind of go back to the color. So this is again, yeah, maybe you can see it, but I'll spin around so you can see. So this is Becky from Paula Young. And so hopefully you can see that difference in the colors. Becky is obviously more ashy tone, where this Mocha with Cream is more warmer in tone. So again, just to wrap up, check out my short on this piece. You can see this in some natural lighting. And we're about halfway through the wig review series for the fall. And so hopefully you are enjoying these and getting some ideas on some great pieces. And hopefully I'm providing you ways to shop around for pieces. You know, everyone has their own budgets and, you know, preferences and things, but hopefully this is giving you an idea to see that, you know, if you don't have a budget or don't want the budget to purchase really expensive pieces, you know I'm losing out on, you know, some of these other beautiful styles like from Raquel Welch and even Belle Tress and, you know, any other piece out there, and brand. But, you know, I have a budget that I'm willing to spend right now, and until I see the wear on these pieces, you know, I really don't want to invest in that right now. But that's me. You know, I do have my own bio hair. I really don't use it, if you will. I wear a wig every day. And, you know, if I had to have more concerns on other things like, you know, comfort and, you know, not having my own bio hair and things like that, maybe my thoughts would change on that. But right now I am happy kind of staying in the, you know, 100, you know, low $200 range for a wig piece. So, I mentioned this in another video that I did do some shopping with a online retailer here recently and got a haul of things. Actually, this sweater that I'm wearing is one of those pieces. And yeah, this place is very affordable. I also purchased some wigs from them. And so I will be doing a haul on that to show you what I purchased. And the wig pieces, I won't be doing wig reviews right now on them, but I will definitely take them out. I don't know if I'll put them on or not. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So hopefully this information was helpful to you, and you consider Belle Tress and the style Columbia in the color Mocha with Cream. And take care and have a great day. And until next time, bye-bye.